Hey everybody, Micah Thomas with Purina Animal Nutrition here with my personal farm manager, Mr. Corbin Dean Thomas, my 9-year-old boy. And Corbin, what do all 9-year-old boys love to talk about, but their moms hate it when they talk about it?
Poop.
Poop, that's right. Guess what your old man gets to look at and sort through a lot of times at his job? Poop. And you hear about it, don't you?
Yep.
I love looking at manure, and it's that we want to talk to you about today. You can tell a lot about how your forages are getting digested just by looking at your manure. And there is a manure score just like cow body condition scores. Now Corbin, if we were body condition scoring our beef cattle, what would be the scale from 1 to what?
To 9.
To 9, that's correct. And if we are out scoring our manure pile, we would do that on a range of 1 to what?
5.
1 to 5, that's correct. And the sweet spot for both of those is where?
Right in the middle.
Right in the middle. So if you're body condition scoring, you want to be somewhere in that 5 to 6 body condition score range. But if you're manure scoring, you want to be somewhere around a 3. And we've got some examples. For the sake of science, we let our own heifers run out of AccuRation high-fat liquid, which we use here on our own farm to supplement during hay feeding season. Whenever we let them run out, we saw a drastic change in our manure piles in our feedlot where we keep them all. As you can see here, a manure score number 5 has my knife stuck up beside of it, and it stacks up as tall, sometimes taller than a pocket knife would if it's stuck in the ground. If you break one of those manure piles open, like our boy right here, Corbin, so graciously did for us, you'll find that there's a lot of fiber and a lot of long stems still within that manure pile, and that's why it stacks up so high. Those bugs don't have enough nutrition in the rumen to keep them happy, to keep them multiplying, and to keep them breaking down all that forage. At the end of the day, manure score number 5s, they are, they're bad. We don't want that. Now here we have a manure score number 4. You can see it doesn't stack hardly as high, but it still stacks pretty high up there. And if you break this manure pile open, sometimes you'll still see some long stem fiber left in there where those bugs still didn't have enough nutrients in the rumen to keep them happy, keep them multiplying, and keep them working hard to break that forage down. Now that brings us to our favorite manure score here on our farm, and it should be yours too. Manure score number 3, which we like to call
Crater cakes.
crater cakes. Why do we call them crater cakes? Because they'll stack up an inch, maybe 1.5 inches tall, and right in the top of it there'll be a little divot, a little crater right in the top of that manure pile. If you see manure score number 3 on your farm, you won't find any extra long stem fiber that passed through, because those bugs are getting fed everything they need. And I almost guarantee you that if you're feeding hay like mine back here, just your good old Kentucky 31 fescue orchard grass mix like the majority of people here in South Central Kentucky feed, you're not going to meet all of their nutritional needs. They need some sort of supplement. That's why we choose to use our AccuRation line of products to supplement our cattle throughout the winter, even in the spring, summer, and fall. We use the liquid in the wintertime whenever we're feeding hay here in a confined area, and then when we're out on pasture, we'll use the high-fat tubs. That way we can move them around and get better grazing distribution. So, release your inner 9-year-old boy. As often as you go out and check your cattle, you need to be checking those manure piles. If you're seeing them start to stack up too high like those number 4s and 5s, you need to be offering some sort of supplement, like our AccuRation liquid or our AccuRation high-fat tubs and blocks. They'll work great, they're free choice, the cattle won't overconsume because we have intake modifying technology built right into those things. Right here in South Central Kentucky, we see intakes averaging somewhere between 1 pound to 1.5 pounds on those products, depending on the forages. If you'd like more information on our AccuRation line of products and how they can be a great fit on your farm, reach out to me or your local Purina dealer in your area. There goes a bald eagle.
Oh my goodness. Isn't that cool?
That is so cool.
What's it doing?
Looking for something to eat, I guess.
It's like a buzzard just spinning.
Don't call a bald eagle a buzzard. That'll get you fired from our farm.